As everyone hustles to pick out their holiday gifts, Apple CEO Tim Cook says Apple Watches hit record sales during the first week of shopping. Even better for the company, he says, this quarter is on track to become the best ever for the product. CNET editor Brian Tong is with me now from San Francisco. All right, so Brian, this is something that you've been tweeting about. What do you think accounted for this reported bump?
Well, look, holiday sales for the Apple Watch, if you looked around Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all of them, every model was on sale. So that was encouraging. You have a lot of people that were still trying to figure out about a year and a half later, do I really need an Apple Watch? And because they dropped the price anywhere from 30 to 50 bucks, people are like, yeah, I'll give it a shot. So I can understand how Apple says this was their best holiday week. But again, you have to kind of read through the lines and understand that Apple has never, ever released the sales numbers of the Apple Watch. They always bundled in with their other products. We don't know how well they're really doing. And IDC, which is a firm that covers kind of retail sales, had just recently stated, based on their research and their studies, is that around 1.1 million Apple Watches have been sold this quarter, but that's a 70% decline from a year ago. So just because it was the best holiday week doesn't necessarily mean that Apple is really selling as many as they hope to kind of tell us they are.
What do you think about the Apple Watch in terms of the market there? Is the market for smartwatches really growing, you think?
Well, let me ask you, Elaine, do you have any interest in a smartwatch just personally?
No. I have my Fitbit, and that's
Okay.
it. I have like the old school Fitbit, and that's just fine with me.
And you are exactly the person or the main consumer, and that is buying some sort of a fitness band that is more than good enough. That doesn't need an Apple Watch. Apple hasn't given us a reason to buy a new Apple Watch. I still have the first gen that I got. I was disappointed by it, but now I like it because of some new changes to the operating system. But really where the momentum is in this fitness band space where you have the time on your wrist, but also it tracks some of your fitness metrics, and it's a very specific use. And it's not, you don't have to pay $300, $200 for it. They're around $100 to $150. So you are exactly the person that is basically saying, I don't need an Apple Watch. So
Yeah.
There you go. There's your answer.
Yeah, but to be fair, Brian, I don't think I'm necessarily the right person to ask about this stuff. But that's another conversation, because technology for me, I'm very, very simple. And so I stick with what works for me.